What's going on? What's going on, gang? Yo, Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. Are you out of your goddamn minds? The whole friggin' internet been going bananas and throwing out all kinds of hypotheticals about the potential outcome. And then there's the other people simply just shrugging their shoulders in absolute unknowingness and confusion. If the fight gonna ultimately take place this coming fall, like it's already been postponed to November 15. The fight gonna take place and be broadcasted on Netflix. That's when it's supposed to take place. However, quite a few speculators came out arguing that it might eventually be completely called off due to Mike Tyson's current health situation. So I'm a little iffy about it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not gonna speculate either or and try to be as objective as possible and try to find out if he actually does have what it takes. So I'm mad pumped to go ahead and check it out. Oh, and before I forget it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all y'all joining the channel that haven't already subscribed. I post content like this on a regular basis, so make sure you subscribe to stay on top of the latest vibe. Big salute, man. Love y'all. But let's no longer beat around the bush and check out some good old ass kicking. Let's get it, man. Yeah! And now we got Jake Paul coming through. Now the first major difference over here. Clearly, again, we're talking a boxing legend versus Jake Paul, an influencer who comparatively recently turned boxer. And something that I immediately notice about Jake Paul's boxing style is that he always does his thing and then backs off, right? As opposed to Mike Tyson is when he does attack, it don't stop. With Mike Tyson, it always seems like he's not going to step back until he put his opponent to sleep. Jake Paul, on the other hand, like his way of doing it seems like it's always like when he approaches his opponent and he lands a couple of shots and the opponent goes down. It's like a lucky shot. Like again, if I had to compare it to Mike Tyson, his way of dealing with the opponent is not as intense. Like you kind of get this impression that takes a step back, catch some breath, quickly recover himself, and then get back in there.
Well, it was a beautiful punch, bang on the chin. Now you can see the way he goes down. First of all, loses all.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm not gonna speculate either or, because I've been watching boxing matches on and off since I was a kid. Like my father already been a big fan, so there was no chance you could skip a boxing match, at least the big fights, like the Mike Tyson Jake Paul one coming up. Now mind you, there's a caveat to this. It's obviously not gonna be a fight between two equal individuals as far as their boxing records, ring experience wise, boxing history wise, and as far as their overall presence in the sport of boxing. Like that won't hardly compare if it's gonna take place after all.
What happens? He's getting right uppercut in the right hand, and first time getting cut in the face. Double jab and a right hand by Paul.
And has done it from time to time. Just hasn't been.
Mike Tyson, a fellow for whom everybody predicts a great future. If they can find some fights,
It's like, boy, once he gets real close to his opponents and steps into that immediate radius of the individual, he ain't gonna get out until he worked himself through all the angles of his opponent's head. It's almost like a bear attack. So in case the upcoming Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight gonna actually take place, Jake Paul, you better bring your bear spray, my boy. Mike Tyson, that man, I don't think he playing, even at 60 years old.
With Cooney and Carl Williams in their training camps, and he was quoted as saying not too many weeks ago.
Mike fakes in. He leads to the right hand.
Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt. Razor is down. Take control of the fight.
On the one hand, you obviously got a gigantic legend with an insane amount of experience and an unmatched amount of success. And on the other, we got this influencer kid who, compared to Mike Tyson, been in the boxing game only briefly and doesn't have the same degree of legendary status in the boxing world. Well known and super big on social media, yes, but boxing, different animal entirely, which, yo, this makes it even more exciting to take a closer look at the biggest successes them two achieved. Mike Tyson, obviously, being the legend that he is in the sport of boxing, and given his age, the man is obviously light years ahead, versus Jake Paul, not that experienced yet. We'll try to go ahead and watch it without any prejudice.
Early. Yes, you got to unique. The style is from Gibb, crouching wildly. And
what he wants to do in there, he's working behind the jab.
Big right hand that lands. He's hurt. Gibb is hurt.
One of the most notable differences between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, I would say, which I feel like is obviously worth bringing up, because that could potentially be super dangerous for someone like Jake Paul, who seems to be slightly more on the defense still. But then again, I also got wind that they have a few strange terms in the fighting contract, which apparently doesn't allow Mike Tyson to go all out and knock Jake Paul the hell out. So that seems to be already taken out of the equation to begin with. So it is going to be a fight, not a traditional boxing fight like we used to between two regular boxers. It's rather going to be a fight involving a heightened level of security for our man Jake, to have him keep some of his brain cells to be able to keep on being creative as a social media influencer.
He's hurt. Gibb is hurt. And now he's down again. And that is...
That was not a punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly.
He should be hanging on. Now with the right hand, the left hand. He's going to hang on, or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes.
Trainer pop at all times. That's what
So
they say.
yeah, it seems like the fight dynamics are super exceptional, not only in terms of the huge age gap between these two, but also in terms of the rules itself, and the fact that it's gonna run on Netflix, which is also unheard of, I would say, in the boxing realm. Usually it's either TV channels or designated sports streaming platforms on the internet. So Netflix, different ballgame, bro. That's why also some people argue it's also a bit of a big moment for boxing as a whole. So a lot about this event that's perhaps going to take place or not, we don't know. Again, Mike Tyson struggling with the medical issue he's got going on. But yeah, overall, I think if it does take place, it'll be one hell of a show.
You betcha.
Oh!
And Jake Paul caught Nate Robinson on the way.
Good night, Irene.
Robinson goes face.
This is it. He is gone right now. He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over.
But Snoop Dogg is singing the hymns. He's trying to get.
Wow! Yo, that looked like one crazy ass left hook he threw there. His opponent obviously wasn't expecting it, and you can tell is mad relieved and probably over happy. As he himself seemed to have had a hard time catching breath, like he seemed about to collapse himself, which is another thing that I kind of notice about Jake Paul is whenever he steps into the ring, Jake Paul seems to do a fairly good job with it. But if I was his trainer, I would do everything in my power to get the guy's stamina up. Like, he needs to either drop a few more pounds, if that helps, hit that treadmill, go for runs outside. I don't know what his regimen is, but if there's one thing that I feel like is going to make all the difference in the world, stepping into the ring, is an optimized level of stamina. And I think it also improves your focus and ability to attack more, to defend yourself, and come up with better counterattacks and strike back faster and more efficiently. But whatever the individual case may be for a man Jake, still them two, they have the skill set. Mike Tyson's skill set, let's not kid ourselves, it's extraordinary. He's a seasoned boxer, many years of experience. He used to give out knockouts like he was giving out hotcakes. His skills are highly exceptional, and the only potential advantage someone like Jake Paul may bring to the table is that he's a little younger. But other than that, let's not kid ourselves. Mike Tyson is still a savage that You must either be a little delusional to step into the ring with the man in the first place, or be offered to receive one hell of a paycheck after it's over. I'm just keeping it real.
Oh, Lord! Mamma mia, the problem child proving to be a big problem for Nate Robbins.
Taggart Thomas. And a right hand behind it. Thomas in trouble again. And now Tyson moves in for the kill. 2 uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble. And down he goes.
That's another classic Mike Tyson move. Again, once he gets in there, it's like shark season with him. Pow, 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 pow. Left, right. I swear this man, once he's onto his opponent, there ain't no stepping back. Like, he always goes all out. It's unreal. That's why Mike Tyson does what he does. And what he obviously does best is sending his opponents to sleep. You can't really say anything about his technique. It's just top notch. Mike Tyson, man, he does what he does, you heard? In the ring, that man is just one hell of a savage and an impressive boxer overall. Like, he never failed to surprise his fans with his massive fighting instinct and his versatile boxing move.
1930s, he about to change that shit up.
Oh, there's a left hook on the top of the head by Paul.
Hey, shit.
Shot to the
body
body.
shot to them ribs. Bang, right to the
World champion Jean Pascal and
Get
also
my money,
cruiserweight
Jake. Get
contender.
my motherfucking money, Jake. Get my motherfucking.
Now let's take a look at the knockdown. You know, we talk about finishers, and I've always said you were a great finisher. Well, here's a guy who doesn't have to take a back seat.
Well, he levels his punches. I mean, he gets so much leverage behind each punch. Mike Tyson can...
Of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut of Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook. And he went
never been off his feet before, and now he's...
Like with Mike Tyson, it's always like when he throws punches, he does it as if he was programmed to do it. It's like he would punch your rib cage the same way he would punch your face, son. Hey, Jake Paul can only hope that he is well prepared, that he knows how to always cover up properly. Slips and like slacks off, Mike Tyson would take advantage of it instantly, like all Jake Paul, with boxing gloves flying towards his forehead if he isn't prepared to cover himself properly at all times.
Left hand
Watch that over. Even if you're 40, 45 years old, chase your dreams. It's never too late. I have nothing but respect for him, and this just goes to show he's a
Full-time. He's also taking criminal law courses at Oklahoma State. Right now he backs off from a sharp right uppercut to the body by Tyson again.
Kaboom! Also, final thought on Mike Tyson's boxing style is how Mike Tyson always got this clinchy posture, as if he'd be using his arms as machetes to cut rampant weeds in front of him. It's his unmatched body control that he never lets go of during a fight. Mike seems to always be 100. Don't get it twisted, he might look like he's not, but then again, that might just be an act to lure you in and then smack the living shit out of you.
Tyson has left little doubt about that so far. Right hand, that should be just about it. Davey Pearl looking very closely. And that's all. It's over.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put it all.
Good right uppercut, and once again the legs twitch. Jose in trouble, and down.